Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Campbell. In this video, we're going to review attributes of shapes. Remember, we learned that an attribute is a detail of a shape. We'll talk about vertices, edges, corners, sides, two-dimensional, three-dimensional, flat shapes, solid shapes, and faces. Listen closely to the questions I ask about attributes of the shapes. Try to give an answer before I do. Listen closely to the answer and see if you got it correct. I am going to draw a flat two-dimensional shape. This shape has three edges. We can also call these three edges sides. This shape also has three vertices. Here is one vertice, here's two, and here's three. What two-dimensional shape is this? This is a triangle. I'm going to show you some different shapes, and I'm going to ask you questions about the attributes. Make sure you say the answers and check your thinking. Let's start with this shape. What shape is this? It is a square. Now let's think about how we know it's a square. First, how many vertices does it have? It has four vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many edges does it have? It has 4 edges. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now there's something special we can say about the edges of a square. Do you know what they are? All of the edges are equal in length. It's the same size on all of the edges. Now let's look at this shape. What is that shape? It's a rectangle. How many vertices does a rectangle have? It has 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, we can also call those corners. It has 4 corners. What about the sides? How many sides does this rectangle have? It has 4 sides. There's something special that tells us about the sides of a rectangle. Do you know what it is? We know it's a rectangle because it has 2 long sides and 2 short sides. We can also call the sides what? Edges. What is this shape? This is a trapezoid. How many vertices does a trapezoid have? It has 4 vertices. What about edges? How many edges does it have? It has 4 edges. Does it change if I turn it this way? Nope, it's still a trapezoid. What about if I turn it this way? It's still a trapezoid. All right, what is this shape? This shape is a rhombus. How many sides does a rhombus have? It has 4 sides. How many vertices does it have? It has 4 vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4. So far, all of these shapes have been made using straight lines. But what about this shape? What is that? It's a circle. How many vertices does a circle have? 0. What kind of lines is a circle made from? Curvy lines. Very good. Let's try this shape. This is a hexagon. How many vertices does a hexagon have? Let's count. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 vertices. What about edges? How many edges does a hexagon have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is a hexagon a flat shape or a solid shape? It's a flat shape. Now let's review this. This is a triangle. How many vertices does it have? It has 3 vertices. We can also call it 3 corners. How many edges does it have? It has 3 edges or 3 sides. All right, so far, all of these shapes that I have shared with you are 2-dimensional shapes. They are flat. Let's take a look at some 3-dimensional shapes. Let's start with this shape. This is a 3-dimensional solid shape called a cylinder. Does this cylinder have any vertices? No, it doesn't have any vertices. It is made of curvy lines. This part of the cylinder is called its what? It's called its face. How many faces does this cylinder have? 1, 2. This cylinder has 2 faces. What shape is this? It's a solid 3-dimensional shape called a cube. How many faces does a cube have? Let's count. We have 1, 2 on the sides, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has 6 faces. What shape is the face? Squares. All of the faces are squares. Now, what about the vertices? How many vertices does a cube have? A cube has 8 vertices. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 vertices on our cube. What kind of 3-dimensional solid shape is this? It is a pyramid. What kind of faces does a pyramid have? It has triangle faces, but it also has a square face. How many vertices does a pyramid have? It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vertices. Let's move on to another solid shape. What solid shape is this? This is a cone. How many faces does a cone have? It has 1 face. What shape is its face? The face is a circle. How many vertices does it have? It has 1 vertex. And our last 3-dimensional shape we're going to look at is a rectangular prism. A rectangular prism has 2 types of faces. What are they? It has rectangular faces and square faces. It has 1, 2 square faces, but how many rectangular faces? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rectangle faces. What about vertices? How many vertices does this rectangular prism have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It has 8 vertices. Now, I challenge you to go on a shape hunt around your home. Find different shapes and show them to your parents. Tell them if they are flat shapes or solid shapes. Do they have any faces? How many vertices does it have? How many edges does it have? Have fun!